took before the first gen even pops.
Make you wanna know my name.
Trying to bait out a hit there, but not able to get it. Ricky Deity able to get away. That was a missed decisive strike. And that is an insta-down.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vigo's After Dark Edition. It's a bit late, but it's all good. I'm your Judge Little Rugard, and with me today is Counselor Poggy, and we've got a very exciting game for you guys today. Let's see what's on the docket.
On the docket today, here you go, sir. Your Honor.
Thank you, Counselor Poggy. Today, we have Deity coming back, and it is versing We Overslept. And we are going to be playing today on Blood Lodge with 168 square tiles, 10,752 meters squared, 8 hooks minimum, 13 hooks max, with 1 permagen edge, which, as we confirmed yesterday, is in fact in the Blood Lodge, outside next to the door. Now, where that door is, I don't always know. I think the door switches places sometimes. But either way, it is in fact a permagen. Confirmed. Good to know. I'm glad that Port Mafia is still here.
Just a quick friendly shout out to Port Mafia. Just because we love them so much, we put their logo up there. You know, nothing about it at all. Anyway.
Right? It's all good. You know, it's crazy. We saw Blood Lodge last night. We see Blood Lodge again today. I'm getting a lot of Blood Lodge in my diet. I don't know about you. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like Blood Lodge. I like watching matches on Blood Lodge because it's so fun to watch, but playing it, not as much. No, not so much.
Yeah, as a killer, man, I don't like how big the map is. Again, it's not like incredibly big, but it is on the larger side of maps. It is over a medium size. So it's not great for me. But yeah, I'm just I like some of the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be a lot worse as far as maps go. It could be way more unbalanced. We've got maps that are smaller than that, or that are far more unbalanced than that place. So I'm okay with it. I don't like long distances. I'm a killer. I don't like to walk around the map. I just want to slaughter survivors. They're gonna make me walk to them. So privileged. Survivors are so privileged.
It's true, they are.
Just saying.
And there are a lot of people getting really upset about the decisive strike object nerf, even though object's not confirmed. People are losing their minds.
It sounds like they confirmed that they want to rework it in some way. They have not confirmed how that rework is going to occur.
I saw a meme, which was my favorite one so far, and it was me watching survivors get upset about decisive strike object nerf, and it was just a picture of Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter going, justice.
I mean, again, I've had it point out to me that it's a false equivalency, but they literally nerfed Pop with the reasoning, you can do so much in a minute, we wanted to shorten it. I'm like,
right.
Decisive strike.
Yeah.
Decisive strike's a minute. Make it 45 seconds. You won't.
Yeah. If that's the argument, then it applies to decisive strike too. That's why people feel like the game is survivor sided in terms of the developers, and I don't necessarily want to accuse them of that, but that's why it feels that way, I think. And they have to understand that.
It's an asymmetrical horror game. There's only so much you can do to try and balance it out, and I'm fine with that. That's why, as a league, we have our own balancing parameters in place to try and adjust for that, and that's fine. It's just, say it when it's there. Call it out. Don't pretend it's not there.
Well,
Oh goodness.
ladies and
Who's on
gentlemen, we
killer?
got two wonderful teams here. We got Deity's Squid debuting as killer. Is that right?
What? Squid's on killer tonight?
Right? Yeah.
Yo,
Squid is on killer tonight.
bet.
Not the other
Let's
guy who
go.
was playing killer. Who was it? Q-Top. Q-Top was playing
Q-Top,
killer.
yeah.
And now we have Squid debuting. And also, here is our Survivor Squad. Salty Medic, Kush Bandit, Gas, FXCKZ, and G-Men 4674. Names I am very familiar with. And I guess we should take a look at this team's stats. So here are the stats for both of these teams. We can, of course, see the hook differentials are not that far off after the recent matchup that Deity had with CDM. It kind of lowered their hook differential, or I guess raised it is a better way to say that. And the gen percents are pretty close. The BP percent's pretty close. Average score, we overslept, kind of falls short on that, which is really what matters the most. And of course, escape percent, we overslept, struggles there too. But we'll see if they do different today.
Yeah, based on the stats, again, escapes are really big, and Deity has shown that they are a top-notch Survivor Squad. So it doesn't surprise me that their escape percentage is just, almost double that of We Overslept. That's not too surprising. But yeah, it definitely comes down to that average score. I'm very curious to see how We Overslept holds up tonight. I think it'll be a good match.
And they are readying up, and I presume that Squid will be readying up in a moment as well. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to run them rules for you guys so you can take a look at how this game is played for those of you that are new here, which is hopefully not many of you. I see a lot of names that I've seen many times, so we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. We're going to be going over these rules and explaining how they work. So, two teams will go head-to-head, playing each role twice for a total of 4 trials. In play order is home team kills, survives, and then kills. In addition, teams get points in the trial for objectives, escapes, and hooks. And teams can't bring or use keys, iridescents, event items, or add-ons. Survivors can only bring 2 of a perk or item. Survivors can only bring yellow and brown items, and BP bonuses are awarded post-trial. Broken rules may result in penalties or restarts. Hello, everyone. We're back here again. Week 3 matchup conference rivals Deity versus We Overslept. We're having some Dead by Daylight things going on. Well, let's just look. Let's just look at this. So it says connecting, and it kind of went to the other screen for a bit, and then now we're back here again. So, yeah, we played the game in 45 seconds, apparently, and it's over. You missed all of it. So there you go. Actually,
did someone ready up and then unready?
I don't know. I actually don't know what happened. But we're going to be back in a moment, I guess, as we wait for them to try again. I mean, we're not going anywhere, but seems like we're good. They're asking in chat right now. Seems like weird. We're good. That is really weird.
That's really weird.
But this game is full of weird things, and I guess we're trying again. So in the meantime, I guess we can talk about, other stuff. Like, Rue, how was your day? What did you do today?
I worked, and then I got to host Vigo's court, and it was great. And I'm on like my 3rd cup of coffee. It's not late at all here. What have you been doing, Poggy?
I robbed a train. I failed to rob a bank, and let's see. Oh,
Someone
I killed
tried
a
to steal your horse.
Yeah, I know. I killed the guy on the horse. Sorry, yeah. Someone tried to steal it. So that was fun.
That's illegal.
Yeah, it was definitely illegal. But this bank was built like Fort Knox. I couldn't get in. I don't know what's going on there.
Should have brought him back up.
Should have brought him back up. Thanks for that. All right, well, I guess we're about to actually load in this time. It seems like it's working. And let's just hope for the best. I'm going to play some music for you guys. Hang on. Cue music.
Elevator music incoming. What?
That was it.
What?
That was my epic music.
Really?
What?
Really?
What?
Okay, fine. I'll play some real
Poggy.
music. There. I pushed the button for
Poggy.
music. Okay. We're actually in game now. Let's see if we can get over there. And the game crashed. the game just crashed. We're having some problems today. Apparently, Dead by Daylight's broken.
I believe it's a known issue that if you spawn in as a spectator on certain killers, it will crash.
Well, it did, and if they're still playing the game, we're going to miss it, unfortunately.
Yeah, they need to be alerted somehow that the game crashed for you.
I think Sam's already on top of it.
Sam's on it.
Or Mandy.
Yep. Dead by
What are you going to do?
What can we say?
What are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I can't control it.
No. I mean...
ladies and gentlemen,
Poggy,
we are so,
come on. Why can't you control
sorry. We are so sorry. I feel so bad. This is all my fault. I'm bad and I should feel bad. Hey, what's this? What's happening here? I just got moved to another channel.
Yep, just do it from here.
Do what from here?
Just stream this match from here. I don't want to make him restart.
If you need to for production,
if you need us to restart, it's no problem really.
Okay, yeah.
I don't see a game in here, though.
Do you want him to restart?
Yeah, I think y'all are just gonna have to restart.
Yeah,
it is what it is. All right, sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good. It was a Freddy bug. Yeah.
Yeah, Freddy bug. Got it.
You spawned on him.
That's why Freddy's banned in most tourneys. Is because of this reason exactly.
Yep.
Heard.
Because if you spawn,
I didn't know. We don't have the problem with console players. This is the first time I've ever seen that happen.
That's a weird thing that happens whenever he's played.
Heard.
If you spawn in spectating him, your game crashes.
Heard. I'm gonna move us back over to the thing.
Okay.
This feels like the kind of thing that should happen off screen, but welcome back, Rue.
How you doing, buddy? What's up?
That was a very behind the scenes moment, breaking that fourth wall. I was a little concerned for my health.
What's fourth wall?
It's like right here. You know how we pretend that like we're next to each other, but we're actually not. We're like thousands of miles apart. Yeah, see, I just broke the fourth wall by saying that.
Isn't there a song for that? Being 1,000 miles apart, you're only an ocean away. No, okay, just fine. I see how it is.
Folks, we're running into some technical issues, and apparently there's a Freddy bug that causes the game to crash. Now, like we said, we don't have this problem on console, so we've never experienced this before. Presumably, hopefully, if we spawn in again, we'll end up on one of the survivors. I mean, it's like, what, a 1 in 5 shot? So...
I'm not really sure what the...
I don't know.
How would you say?
Criterion?
I wouldn't know. Yeah, I don't know what the variable there is for who gets spawned in.
Oh, God.
That's...
Now what?
I'm... Also, I can't see anything, Poggy. You're going to have to help me out here. I'm blind.
There's nothing happening right now, so I wouldn't worry about it. We're just getting into lobbies.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. Dead by perfect. It's wonderful. It's fine. What's the phrase?
Totally
we'll do
fine.
it live?
Yeah, it's a Bill O'Reilly quote, and it's "fuck it, we'll do it live." So he was really angry. Like, bitterly angry.
I'm bitterly angry, Pog. You just can't see it.
Poggy greater than Freddy?
This is just the example of what Vigo's Court After Dark is, right?
Yeah. Essentially, Vigo's Court After Dark. Welcome. I actually got some pillows for you, Rue, if you want them.
I got pillows? Ooh, tell me more.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
Is it body pillows? Poggy, where'd you go? Poggy, I can't see you. Where'd you go? Poggy, come back. Poggy. I think we lost Poggy. Poggy, no, not like this.
To go get your pillows. Pillows.
Pillows for me.
Oishi. Choco-filled crackers.
Oishi? Isn't that Japanese for good?
Oishi. Yes.
Oishi? Yeah.
I probably pronounced it wrong, but yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they're this snack called. They're like, I don't know. You know how people say like it's something is slept on? I don't want to say that too bluntly because these are called pillows. They're not a sponsor or anything, but these pillows are slept on. They're so good. I don't know how they do it. And then I tried the chocolate ones, and I was like, these are delicious. And then my wife bought the ube-filled ones. Ube is like a local sweet potato. And, oh God, it's like, how did they make it better? Like, how is that even better than the chocolate? How is that possible?
It's a very good question.
It's something,
Salt and
it's
sugar.
something special. Well, yeah, there's, let's see. The sugar content's actually pretty low. So it has 65 milligrams of sodium. That's where they get you.
We got
20 grams of
Harvard high
carbs,
five.
but only 11 grams of sugar, which actually is really low for other snacks in its league, such as, for example, like a Snickers bar has, I think, like 26 grams of sugar, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, so it's a lot more sugar. I don't know how we got on this conversation. I forgot.
But they
Oh, because you were talking about being sleepy because it's late night, and yeah, I brought you some pillows.
Dude, it is. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my word, brah.
I can't vote in predictions anymore, so just buy high fives.
Just
Yeah,
high five.
That's the way. That's the way to
That's a
do it,
good point.
Brizzo. You're on the right track
That's a
for
good
sure.
point. Yeah, I can't redeem them either. I've got like 35k points just sitting there burning a hole in my pocket because I can't use them on anything hardly.
Oh, sorry. I
Wow,
didn't mean to make it
okay.
disappear.
I'm a Discord server. Thank you.
I clicked on the wrong thing. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they're reconnecting now. Look at us stalling for time like pros. If only we had more stuff to talk about. We need to work on that. We need a writer. Any writers out there looking for a gig? Because
We should make Poggy. We should make a 100k redeem for reading off someone's fan fiction. No more than a paragraph.
no more than a paragraph for 100,000.
Like a back and forth. Like they dictate what we write, or they dictate what we say, and we just speak back and forth to each other like it's a novel or a scene.
For 100,000.
Poggard.
What a rip.
I mean, you don't know what they're gonna make us say, Poggy. It could be very compromising.
Well, we would have to vet it first, but yeah. I mean, I'm in favor. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad. Read your fanfic for 100,000. I mean, it does sound actually pretty cool. But man, you are.
I know
you
what
are one
I'd
tough cookie.
redeem.
Go on.
No, I'm just saying. Like I know exactly what I redeem. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it until you make the redeem. It'll be a surprise.
Okay, fine.
It'll be a surprise. Poggy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're so sorry for the delay of game. I don't know. It's this Freddy bug. Hopefully, we don't actually spawn on Freddy this time. That would be unfortunate.
Ninetails just pointed out Poggard kiss for redeem.
No. Nope. Not doing that. I have a line that I don't cross, and I'm not. That would be the line that I don't cross.
Well, I mean, the TV is a line you can't cross.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, okay, it didn't crash this time.
That's nice.
I'm going to switch really quick just to make sure it doesn't decide to crash when he loads in. There we go. Okay, so we're good now.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
So we
thank goodness.
have ourselves a Freddy, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in game. Finally, trial number 1, finally beginning. And Freddy already finding someone right there, really with the quickness. Ran right into Salty Medic like it was nothing. And already a totem down. God, these guys are quick with these totems. And unfortunately, Salty Medic wasn't able to get to safety in time. So instead, Freddy is moving his way. No. He is not slugging. He was slugging for a second and then not slugging. And maybe slugging would have been a good idea because his totem is down also. Both of them are down. That is unfortunate. Freddy with the struggles today. What totem? His totems. I'm not going to tell you what totems, but his totems. We Overslept are hard focused on those totems. And he is definitely camping pretty hard right now. I mean, he had a good reason. Dwight kind of just showed up and was like, hey, I'm over here. And so, you know, Freddy, if that were me in the same situation, I would definitely kind of stick around for a minute because obviously, you know, they're coming right back, right? But now maybe sticking too hard to it as he's going to lose some potential pressure. And I wonder if he's just going to camp them down to stage 2. It's something we've seen as a strategy before to get them close to Death Hook. Because obviously camping for a full 2 minutes is actually not ideal.
Actually, I think he can.
I mean, you can.
Because
I just don't know if it's an ideal play.
He's got 3 gens around him. They can't do those gens while he's there. I think
That's true.
Might be insane.
That's true. This is Corrupt,
wow.
and Corrupt is just about to be gone. And it's actually gone right now. So you can't camp the full 2 minutes, because Corrupt is gone, and now there's a minute left of Salty Medic's hook. And so I think he's done camping now. And the survivors do get the unhook on Salty Medic. Very nice. Salty goes back down on the ground, and Freddy gives a nice little nod. And a gen pops. So even with this pressure, these survivors are still getting stuff done. G-Men 4674 possibly going in for the save. Kush Bandit Gas looping around the truck. And Freddy not really able to mind game him. Obviously, you can kind of see the Freddy around it and predict which way he's going to go. And leaving Salty Medic on the ground for some time. I think it's been at least a full 45 seconds. Quite possibly concerned about Decisive Strike, and I think this might be a kill if he's going to go for the pickup. Yeah. He is going for that pickup. They didn't get him off the ground, unfortunately, and that's going to be a death already for Salty Medic. A very early death with 4 gens remaining. And where is Freddy going now? He is going for Ace, who let go of the generator just in time and almost got grabbed off of it. And finishes it in Freddy's face. And Freddy, a little bit peeved off, but does get the ace down on the ground at least. And now we see an injured Fang who is going to go down as well. A nice double slug with only 1 person left alive. G-Med 4674 all alone. Working on their generator. Probably going to finish it first. Really hard on the gens before friends mentality, these guys. I think a little bit more altruism might have been a good idea. Altruism. I got it. And now Squid is picking up Kush Bandit Gas to put him on a hook. Now having double hook. FXCK said probably going to be unhooked soon, but not before Freddy gets the other hook. So that means he can pressure both. These are fairly close together, too. This is going to be a big problem for G-Men. Really should have gotten off of that generator. The gens before friends was just a bad call. And I think is also what contributed to them in losing Salty Medic early on, because they should have probably tried to go in for a pickup. And now I think this might actually end up being GG. Not really sure what Freddy's doing. But he does get the unhook on FXCKZ. And FXCK is getting the unhook on Kush Bandit as well. And now FXCK is going down. Sorry, G-Men got the unhook. My apologies. So, in spite of the fact that this team almost just got completely dead, they managed to do a nice recovery and actually get everybody back up. I don't know that they're going to be able to come back from this, but if they can manage to lure Freddy for long enough and keep him busy for long enough, and nice use of trying to heal himself up, they might actually be able to reset. Because they just got FXCKZ off the ground. But this would be really hard. This would be really hard. And I don't know how well it's going to work. But they are trying to reset right now. FXCKZ getting a heal, I do believe. And they're probably going to heal each other. Yeah, there goes one heal now. As I think... Who is this again? Kush Bandit. Yeah, Kush Bandit using a Styptic now. Was originally working around the TNL wall and is working his way towards Shaq instead. Shaq being a little bit stronger. And a very nice mind game, and does get the down on Kush Bandit with a with a toxic nodding from Squid. But now these survivors have actually managed to pull this game back a little bit and actually recover. But is it enough? Is it too little too late? Let's find out. I don't know. Yeah, oh boy. Freddy found the right one. Goes straight for G-Men. And does land a hit at the pallet. Freddy pretending to kick the pallet. Dwight not really falling for it. Waiting for him to actually do the animation. Very smart. And missing the window vault by a few feet there. Got a little bit too out of place and missed his window vault and then goes down as a result. That is bad news bears for G-Men. Of course, only first hook for G-Men, I believe, as well. So that's not the worst thing in the world. And we do see Kush Bandit Gas now working on a gen, and FXCKZ doing the same. Except that he's now in a chase with Freddy. So he was going to a gen, but then I guess had to get caught up in a chase. And Freddy has lost Fang, unfortunately. And is kind of being forced to go a lot of distance to catch up. Look at how much distance they're able to cover just by holding down, I guess you would say holding down W, but holding down the thumbstick for console players. That is wild. Oh, but she does take a hit there, kind of falling for a little mind game. FXCKZ is in trouble now, because they will be on death hook if they go down. Gonna have to be very careful, and Freddy does decide to teleport away, instead going for Ace. Getting an injury on Kush Bandit, guys, who was probably going for... No, he wasn't. He was actually trying to finish the generator. I thought he might have been going for the unhook. Ooh, and a little mistake there, but Deadheart gonna save him. Freddy respecting the pallet. Avoiding the stun, but is gonna have to kick it nonetheless. And we see Kush Bandit running towards one of the stronger loops. Be very careful though, Kush. There he goes, and he goes down, but he might actually not make it around one more time. I don't know if he makes this. He got caught. He's going down. He's going down right next to a hook, too, and that'll be third hook for Kush Bandit Gas. Squid teleporting around, trying to find these other survivors. They're all healing back up, and they've been stuck at 2 generators for some time, and that's because, of course, with the pressure of having only 3 survivors, makes it very difficult. Much more easy to juggle and pressure generators when one of them's out of the game. And apparently G-Men decided to drop a pallet really early. I'm not going to call that a bad play, but maybe he was a little bit panicked. And the chase will continue through the Blood Lodge. Taking the vault without looking behind him. As a result, Freddy goes around the side and does mind game him out there, forcing him through. Should definitely have waited a moment before taking that vault, but it doesn't matter. There is a pallet safety right here he is able to take. And Freddy losing him, it seems. And then picks back up right here where he found the scratch marks. Dropping down some snares around the loop. Dwight being careful not to use it as a result, leaving, going to another one. Now, there are snares over here, but he's going to avoid that one, go through, and try to get to that window vault, I presume. Yeah, using the long wall here. And leaving as well, leaving this one. And I think Freddy catches him here. I think he'll at least catch up and get his first hit. And there's the hit. And we're back here again at the TNL loop. Freddy doing a pretty good job right now, getting him kind of zoned in, but Dwight not really falling for any mind games just yet. Except right there, Freddy comes around, back around the outside, and very successfully downs G-Man, who would also be on third hook, but Freddy doesn't want to do that. Instead, Squid is going to go for the 4-man slug. And now with FXZ giving away his position, that will probably be GG. Freddy laying down those snares as Fang kind of just tries to keep looping carefully. Gonna try to grab the pallet, but isn't able to get the prompt and instead has to go through, taking a hit. Now she's desperate to get to safety, but she's not looking behind her very much. Now she does. Sees that Freddy's got some good distance, but not enough to get very far, so she's going to use this pallet here. And does go down over the top of the pallet, and that, ladies and gentlemen, unless there's an unbreakable in play, is going to be GG. Well, well, well. Freddy takes it home. After what was almost a very weak game, they're able to get a lot more hooks as a result of the recovery. Unfortunately for the survivors, though, they didn't get a lot more gens from their recovery. I think they were still stuck at 2 gens ever since they recovered, if I'm not mistaken. And so, was it worth it? Maybe they should have just died? And he does get Hatch as well. We see in the background Hatch going down. What do you think about that, Rue? I don't know. Like, I want to leave you to do your blood point thing.
No, I agree. There's Chad even said like that's not really a recovery. They lost the survivor really early on. As soon as they got the slugs, I think they should have just let it go. Deny as many points as possible.
Hang on one second. I'm having trouble hearing you. Can you move your mic a little bit? Can't hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, just they really I don't know. As soon as they saw, maybe they just didn't see that he had Tinkerer. It's less obvious on Freddy because it's the lullaby and everything else. But honestly, as soon as Tinkerer was known, you're not going to really be able to get gens done with 3 men because as soon as you get something, he just teleports. You're never going to get it right. And so I think they should have just let them die on hook. It wasn't super great. Honestly, getting that hook in the middle of the map with that 3-gen was just absolutely crushing for them. Like, they never recovered from that at all. And they never even healed fully, I don't think. It's just unfortunate for them. They almost did. Start due from them. Yeah, it was a super strong start. They got they got totems out of the way. They waited out corrupt, and then now it just fell apart completely for him.
Awesome.
Wasn't great. Also, points are correct.
Is the score done? Okay, so we're going to go into the post-game. We'll be right back after this as we review the post-game trial thing that we do. Clearly, I need caffeine. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Week 3 matchups, conference rivals, Deity versus We Overslept. We're here doing the post-game review of trial number 1. You're watching Vigo's Court. Hope you're enjoying the show, everybody. And, wow, excuse me. We saw 3 generators get done in that game, with a total of 0 escapes, unfortunately. But Freddy, Squid, getting 9 hooks, not bad at all, and 4 total kills. And now, so what we were talking about, 27-7, by the way, in favor of Deity, and Deity is going to be taking home the lead for going into trial number 2. What am I saying? I cannot do this late. I am struggling.
It's a late game. It's Vigo's Court After Dark.
It is.
A special edition.
No, I'm having fun, seriously though, and I'll get my head in the game. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but I was like we were saying, and what Rue was talking about too is just that quote unquote recovery was more like they got a pickup and got the unhooks. It wasn't really a total recovery, and with that one person dead already, Freddy was just able to capitalize super strong. But walk us through some of these highlights if you'd like to, Rue.
Fantastic debut for Squid. They said they might be bringing out someone new, and they definitely did. That was a really good first showing for them. Solid Freddy play. I really can't fault it anywhere. Really good juggling, despite losing Ruin Undying so early. I think that might have been the call to camp the Fang out. And was it Fang? No, it was Salty that got camped out in the beginning. Camping them out of the game just right off the bat, it might have been in response to losing those totems. It also could have just been the fact that, again, there were 3 gens kind of in close proximity around there that they could, harass survivors off of. And again, you only got to wait until they get the second stage, let them get the unhook, sluck them back down, wait out whatever potential decisive strike, and then hook them again, and you got a 3-man. And fighting off a 3-man when they only get 3 gens done is a lot better outcome than what could have been without Ruin Undying at disposal. So I think ultimately very strong strategy. I would say that I don't know if that was their strategy going in, but if it was, then well played. I think they might have just kind of done that on the fly as a result, though. So really good job. Survivors threw pallets a lot, and I'm surprised it did come back to bite them eventually, but it just didn't work out for them. Like, losing Salty that early on was just pretty crushing. And yeah, like right there, Ace wasn't able to take a hit for them. They didn't have borrow time activated because Freddy negates borrow time, and the Dead Hard was not enough to get him out of the way. And no, just complete snowball after that. I don't think it looked like the Survivors going to snowball. They lost the totem, and then they lost all that momentum immediately, and Freddy snowballed in the end. That was kind of crazy. Really, really crazy. But I honestly, from a team like Deity, I'm not surprised that they had such a strong game. They've been around the scene for a long time, so good showing. I'm curious to see how We Overslept responds, what they're going to bring out against Deity's Survivors, because they're a strong team. So I'm assuming we're going to see 2 A tier, S tier killers being burned for this game. They are the team to beat.
Yeah, but really quickly, I would like to say I've been thinking about what you've said, and I realize that you and I are really bad at cold opens when there's a lot of time to kill. So I think what would be fun is if we did have some kind of like sketch comedy opening that we could run to if the opening times or mid games go really, really long. Anyway, what do you audience think? We want to know what you guys think about that idea, because I thought Rue's idea was pretty good of taking the audience.
They want fan fiction redeem.
The audience fanfic, yeah, but maybe even sketch comedy openings wouldn't be a bad idea.
Perhaps we could see. I wouldn't be against it. How's the lobbies looking?
How's the lobbies looking? We're in the lobby right now. You want to check it out? Take a look.
Yeah, show me who's killing.
Take a look.
Show me the killer.
We got G-Men. I cannot. That looked like game to me. I don't know why. But anyway, G-Men 4674 killing against Squid, Q-Top, Sad, and GPU. Can you smell what the GPU is cooking?
I hope the GPU isn't cooking, because that means I need a new one.
Oh yeah, didn't you just get a new graphics card?
I did, and oh heaven for... I swear, if it goes up in smoke this early, I'm gonna... Oh, it will not be a good time. Graphics cards are hard enough to get in this economy right now. Did you see that Newegg got a shipment in and put them on the site, and they were gone within 5 minutes?
No, I didn't notice that.
The scalping is obscene right now. It's honestly really off-putting. You have the supply line downturn from this past year, on top of the fact that crypto has at an all-time high as far as popularity. So people are buying out whatever there is so they can continue crypto mining. On top of the fact that there is a supply shortage. Just it's not a great time to be in the market for a graphics card. Right. It's not, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Oh well, we I guess this is what they call PC problems.
Yes. Well, I can't say I ever had that problem myself, but I can appreciate it nonetheless that you're having that problem. Well, I mean, the RTX series was kind of new when I got it, and nobody was really using it for, I guess mining or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. And so they were using like the GTXs or whatever that were already out for a while because they were slightly cheaper, and the RTXs, wasn't really being used. Yep. So they were, they were fine. I didn't have a problem getting my hands on them. But now I guess they are a problem. Anyway. Yeah. We're looking at a team that did so well last night. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they do against We Overslept. We Overslept's not a bad team. They've actually come up quite a bit since last season and are still doing better this season. So I'm definitely excited to see how that goes for them. I mean, we already are seeing that their first game as Survivor, while it was kind of a struggle, they were able to almost recover. And I don't know. And they got 2 totems down really fast. Like, if they just can, maybe it's a communications thing. If they can do better in comms, or if they can coordinate a little better in general, maybe we'll see them performing even better as the season progresses.
For sure. And again, teams get better with the competition being, harder as time goes on. So, teams rise to the occasion.
Oh.
Pluggy, oh no, you're a series of controls and numbers. What do I do? You're back. Hi,
my camera reset itself. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's a thing that happens.
Mood. Did I tell you that when I first got this camera that I'm using, I found out the hard way that the battery cannot simultaneously be charged and utilized, and so I had to turn it on for like an hour and a half and then turn it off and charge it. And then I found a hollow charger that acts like a battery, but it just supplies a constant current from an outlet, and that was the fix. But it took me like a week to find that.
All right. Well, thank you for story time with Rue. These bedtime stories, and we're gonna go into
we need a story time redeem.
All right, we'll get to it. We're gonna go for the killer rules. We'll be right back after this. All right, everyone. We're gonna be looking at how the game works from the killer side. Now, killer points. Each survivor is worth a total of 6 points per survivor. First hook is 1 point, second is 2, and third is 3 points. Progressing is only 1 point. Killer bonus points. Every 5,000 blood points is 1 point. Getting to hatch first is also 1 point. A killer can only be used a total of 3 times in the season. Killers have a 150 millisecond ping limit. Also, should a reset occur, the killer and perks must remain the same. Bringing the wrong map is a forced reset, and minus 10 points. Bringing a killer a 4th time is 10 points off, and changing a build after is also 10 points. Not being on the roster is a 5 point and a reset. Okay, everybody, welcome back. My name is Puggy. We're here watching Week 3 matchups, conference rivals, Deity versus We Overslept, and this is going to be trial number 2. And we're going to be seeing Deity surviving this round with who killing? Who is it? We Overslept, that's right. And apparently they probably will be oversleeping tomorrow because this is a late game. So we'll see if they're able to cope with it. As we go into the game now, actually, about to spectate on G-Men and doing the killing. We see Q-Top, Sad, Squid, and GPU all spawning separately. Sort of separately, kind of together-ish. And we see a clown. They're bringing a clown? Against this team? I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Rue? Thoughts?
Are they giving up?
You seem to have thoughts. Are they giving up?
Are they giving up already?
That,
Why would you bring clown?
Let's just see how they do first. What was that, Sam?
Maybe they have a plan. That's what I always
Maybe they
think
have a
when
plan.
I see a killer.
I know.
That's what I always think when I see a killer.
Let's see how
I'm
they
not
do
suspecting.
first. And we do see them already finding a survivor. We see them finding Nancy quickly and then going to pressure a generator. We do see Hex Ruin as well and Corrupt Intervention in play. You can probably expect an Undying as well. And Sam is absolutely right. We should assume there's a plan. Ooh, and a nice hit on Q-Top. Q-Top waiting patiently, but maybe got a little too impatient in the doorway. And does take a hit at the top of the tractor. And not really throwing the bottles very effectively to get Q-Top And may be able to use it at this loop, though. Very nice there. He may be able to get it down if he's very careful and plays this right. But, unfortunately, Q-Top does get the palace done. Great job, Q-Top. Well played. And now doing a little teabag at the clown. And the survivor's working on, I think, 2, maybe 3 different gens. A gen already has popped, by the way. That's another one there. And, oh no, Clown is now whiffing attacks at pallets as well. They are struggling right now. And another generator popping too. 3 gens down in only 2 minutes and 30 seconds of gameplay. Clown is having a tough time on this map. And he is going to try to get the hit on the Nia, but whiffs at that too. Does finally hit her. Squid taking a hit at the loop and using the distance he got to get to another pallet loop. And unfortunately, Clown is using those exhaustion bottles as well, so they are not able to use their Dead Hard, unless they already used Dead Hard. Did I miss it? I don't think they did. I think that was exhaustion bottle. It seems like it. And getting first hook after 3 generators are completed. That is not ideal. 4 generators done while somebody's on the hook. So making even a harder game for Clown. This is going to be tough to pressure against. I'm pretty sure this is pretty much GG at this point. So he's deciding to chase at the Claudette. The Claudette does run into the gas. May take a hit right here, but probably going to be able to get to safety. Sad does take the hit and runs towards the Killer Shack. And they may actually loop at Killer Shack, and they are going to take another hit as well. Or at least another bottle. Waiting patiently at the pallet to see what the Clown does. Deciding to go the other way, running back through the gas to get back to this loop, which has not been used yet. And the last generator completes as well while they're in this chase. What was that about this team maybe having a plan, Sam? Do you want to review that again? Because if the plan was fail hard, I did that.
For the best.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And hope for the best.
So they did get one of the gates open. I don't think they've gotten them both open yet. And Claudette's still holding chase with this Clown. And we do see Claudette actually working her way back to the loop, and I think is going to take it down right there. Yeah, going to go down, unfortunately. And working on now the second gate. And by the way, I would just point out that this all happened with Hex Ruin up the entire game. I think there was just not enough gen pressure from the Clown on this one. But let's see how he plays this endgame. He's probably going to try to camp this as hard as he can. And this is actually a good place for him to camp because the pallet being down, and there's really just 2 corridors that are blocked or that are able to be used. But they do both go through the window. We see Nia and Zarina coming in for the Claudette. Clown whiffing his attack. Claudette trying to bait a hit because he has... Oh, he has borrowed time. And Nia forcing him to take a hit at the... Oh my god, that was awful body blocking the Clown. This is all very familiar. Didn't we see a game like this with this team before? I don't know. My goodness. And 3 of them get out there, and I'm pretty sure Q-Top... Yeah, Q-Top went out the other exit.
Oof.
Oh boy. That was
tough.
major oof, ladies and gentlemen. Major oof. 6 minute and 20 second game. Wow. G-Man really struggled there, and he had Hex Ruin, Corrupt Intervention, Hex Undying, and Save the Best for last, and we just didn't see him utilizing his perks very effectively, IMO. I think he could have done a much better job pressuring generators and moving the survivors off of them, but stuck to too many chases and kind of just got looped for days. It was really rough to watch, and a lot of whiffing and, you know, small mistakes like that kind of added up over time as well. So I don't know what to say about that other than hopefully they bring a different killer in the next one.
I can't imagine they're going to do that at this point.
I
That
don't
would have
know
been the
either.
game to do it.
Right.
Just tough. Just tough.
Is that the game score?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back as we do a post-game review. Hold on to your butts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Week 3 Conference Rivals Deity versus Overslept. Oh, yes, and welcome back. You're watching Vigo's Court. This is your trial number 3 post-game review. We saw 5 generators get done. Is that right? Yeah, okay, yeah, 5 generators got done. I'm sorry, I literally just slept through what just happened in my brain. 4 escapes and 2 hooks. Only 2 hooks for the clown and 0 kills. That really sucks for them. But Deity taking a strong lead now, 28-4 in that trial. And they're going to be leading going into trial number 3 as well. I feel bad for We Overslept. I really do. That's tough. So I have to imagine that they're going to throw the next game. Maybe not like throw it, but you know what I mean. Like bring in a throwaway killer.
Yeah. Honestly, as soon as I saw Trapper, I'm like, they're not going to try and make a comeback here, because they're not even waiting for Clown to get his rework where he's he's technically strictly better. He's not much better, but he's strictly better. They're not even waiting for that, and just it hurts.
I still vote for
Clown
cannons.
has 0 gen pressure.
I still vote for circus cannons for Clown to get across the map. That's still my vote. Just so you guys know, circus cannons for Clown. There should be like a hashtag circus cannons for Clown. I think that's what we should do.
Either that, or just give him balloons that activate every 60 seconds that he can attach to generators. Just remove them from the map. It just float up into the air so survivors can't touch them. Something like the killer is just missing so much pressure. Like, this killer is strictly worse than Freddy. Freddy has an arguably better loop negating chase value than this killer. And he also has a teleport. So, I don't know. I feel like Cloud needs some love. And again, I understand that not every killer is supposed to be, just top tier meta killer, but Cloud needs love. And again, we saw just how obscenely strong Deity is on survivors. They're like, okay, Clown, all right, you 3 jam out a gen immediately. They got 3 gens done. They, hook happened. They went and got the unhook. Another gen popped and another gen popped. Someone else got hooked at the end game. They made, again, just such a well-coordinated save. Such a well-coordinated save. Because we saw earlier today, you can definitely mess up a save, and they just didn't. Like, body blocking properly. They had all their resources for the stiptic, the borrowed time, everything. Made sure they escaped with everyone. Just denied Clown points at every single turn. No, just it's unfortunate. I was really hoping that We Overslept might try and make a comeback, and I think they just took a throwaway killer, and they'll probably do the same thing here again. But you never know. We'll see. We will see. I don't really have much to say on Clown. There's only, like, Ruin Undying is fine. Corrupt Intervention's fine. You need as much pressure in the early game, but it is so hard to get it down against good players like these guys. You're going to, you'll throw your... That's the other thing, too. They didn't even take a reload. They just took the exhaustion bottle. What was the other bottle they took? It was an exhaustion bottle and something else.
Oh gosh, I don't
didn't see
remember
what
now.
their other add-on was.
I didn't see it either. Oh, I should have. Okay, I should have looked at it. I'm sorry. That's my fault. It's one of the yellow ones and one of the green ones.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think they should have taken a reload add-on at least.
We're about to load back into game number 3, trial number 3, so we're going to get ready to look at the rules again, but they are running the same, pretty much the same setup we just saw, just probably a different killer, obviously. So we'll be back after this. We'll take a look at these rules and be back in a moment. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. All right, folks, we're going to be looking at how the survivors side earns their points, and let's look at all their objective score points, counting down from 5 generators. 5 and 4 are worth 1 point each, 3 and 2 gens are worth 2 points each, and 1 is worth 3 points. 1 escape is worth 1 point, 2 escapes is worth 2 points, 3rd escape is worth 4 points, and the 4th escape a total of 5 points. Every 16,000 scored is worth 1 point. First to hatch also gets 1 point. Survivor penalties: bringing banned or limited items, perks, or add-ons is minus 10 points. Changing build after reset is also minus 10 points. And starting with the wrong skin or avatar or a non-listed roster player is minus 5 points as well. All right, folks, we're going to be looking at how the Survivor side... Zappies is just objectively more attractive. Oh, we're back. Week 3 conference rivals Deity versus We Overslept. As we get into trial number 3, it's still loading right now, and we're about to go in as we speak. And I guess the scoreboard isn't updated. No, you guys didn't update it. See, I'm on top of it though. Actually, that's backwards. That's not even the right one. That's the right one. See, well, you guys are obviously better at this than I am.
Someone in chat is calling for a Legion. I'm saying Trapper.
Well, let's see. Let's see. And we have 3 survivors spawned together. I don't know where the 4th one is. Off kind of by herself, it seems. Well, we see a pig. We do see a pig. FXCKZ, bring in the El Pigo.
Interesting.
It should be. One of the perks I like to run on Pig, and maybe it's just me, is Whispers. And I don't ever see Whispers. I haven't seen Whispers, I don't think, on any killer this league so far. And I love Whispers. And Pig does immediately find Nia pretty quickly, actually. And we don't see Corrupt Intervention. And they are working on generators as well. These guys are focused on gens. Deity already dropping a pallet, too. Going now into the Killer Shack, and then gets... I think they got abandoned. I think the chase is abandoned, going for someone else. So maybe learning a little bit of a lesson from the last one, that they need to pressure gens more than focus on strict chases. But we do see a gen popping. And Nancy going to drop the pallet early. Another gen pops. These guys are quick with these gens. So far, this pig has not even gotten a hit on anyone, and we've seen 2 gens pass right before our eyes. As the pig works his way around the tractor. Not going to be able to drop it. Does get the hit. Unfortunately, the drop of the pallet was not successful for GPU. And the pig did lose a totem. But what totem was it? Was it Ruin? Was it Undying? Was it something else altogether? Who knows? Maybe we'll never know. And again, dropping the pallet early. Very nice play. I mean, that's the smart way to do it, especially when your survivor friends are getting so many generators done. 3 generators and another freaking totem drops with another pallet drop as well. Yeah. These guys are no joke right now. They are taking it super serious. As you can see, they are dropping pallets early, but getting gens done so fast. Unfortunately, I think this is where GPU finally goes down. And that makes me sad. Not really sure what Squid is doing. Maybe trying to take aggro or something, but I'm not completely sure why they're so involved in this hook chase. Maybe for the boldness points, perhaps. Extra BP for hanging around the killer, you know? You know how it goes? And right now we do see a Tinkerer going off, which... not a bad idea but on a stealth killer, I don't know if I would have used it. Maybe just use your crouch, but I guess being that you don't have to crouch now, you can run straight to the generator, as crouch is a little bit slower. And they are going to go for the unhook. And it seems as though the pig is going back for the hook as well. Finding Nia by the hook. Chasing a little bit too much by the hook. Trying to take a hit. Does a little bit of a 360. Zarina taking a hit at the hook. Squid taking a hit at the hook and will get the unhook. And does a dead hard to get out of the way, but does go down. Pig not taking the bait.
Was that a second
And
stage?
some late game, that... I'm actually not sure. I am legitimately not sure. I mean, as soon as you said that, you made me question myself, so I don't know. I can't say. But, yeah, is able to get a 1-for-1 on Squid. So, well played by the pig so far. And a Deliverance getting them off the hook. Very nice. The pig going back to the hook. Trying to chase down Squid. Do you think that Squid can ward off the killer? A dead hard, kind of
Possibly.
into nothing. Going back behind here and getting down at the window. Is Pig going to go for it? No, probably fearing a decisive strike. Going to leave her there, perhaps. And all the generators
Wow.
get done as we speak. With only 2 hooks this game. Ouch. Very similar to the clown game. We see Q-Top now going for a gate. Squid trying to heal up all the way. Pig still waiting for her moment. Not ready to pick up just yet. Gonna go for the pickup now. And do we see a DS? No, we don't see a DS. And Nancy trying to perhaps go for the other gate. And we also have found Hatch inside the Blood Lodge. So, folks, I don't know about this game today. This is interesting. This kind of fell apart when We Overslept brought in Clown. And I don't know if it was necessarily the Clown himself that was the problem so much as just the lack of pressure on generators. I feel like there could have at least been a couple of more hooks, even if it was still a loss. I mean, Clown is not as strong as some of the other killers, but certainly played optimally, could have done a bit more. But that is just how it goes sometimes. GPU is going to go for the unhook. Actually, they're all going for it. They're ganging up on that hook. Very common play we see Deity doing here, where they all gang up on the hook simultaneously. Very well-coordinated attacks. Squid taking a borrowed time hit. And then the other two working toward trying to body block. And we see Squid at the hatch. Pig is not finding them right away. Sad. Needs to go out, but I think Pig, now that they're aware of where the hatch is, this is not going to be good for Squid. Ooh, are they going to have a DS now? Yeah, they do, and a DS play is made, and they take the hatch right in his face. That is some dirty, dirty play right there from Deity. Well done. Holy cow.
Were
That
both
was
exit gates open or just
dirty.
the first?
Just, I think both, actually. But let me ask in chat. Were both exit gates open? Well, I think it was just the one that got opened, but I can't be sure of that fact. They said yes, both
saying
were opened.
both?
I know that
All
at
right.
least I know that at least one was worked on before they got to the other one, so I'm pretty sure that that makes sense. Both of them. Yeah, we saw Squid get out by hatch, so that one we did know. That
I
is
did not see
devastatingly hard.
those blood points.
Oh, you didn't see the blood points? I am so sorry. I got happy with my trigger finger.
It's all good.
I didn't
I'll
mean to
check
do
it on
that.
the Vigo stream. Continue. Post game.
Okay, well,
Well, we can't do post game, can we?
we can. We just would be missing some points. That's all. That's my fault. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Late night with Poggy and Rugard.
It's a good time. We're all having a good time. Or at least I am. I don't know about you, Poggy.
I'm having a pretty good time. I'm enjoying myself. Well, you're not enjoying yourself? Wait, you said you are?
Oh, I am. I am most definitely enjoying myself.
Oh, so what's the problem? No
I
problem
don't know.
here.
I didn't say there was a
What?
problem. What you talking about?
You seem to be having some kind of a problem. I don't know.
Is this the end of Poggy and Rugard? Find out next time in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Previously on AMC's The Walking Dead.
Pretty much. And scores are right.
Okay, so let's do the post-game review. I'm sorry for that, guys. That's all my fault. All right, we're back here again. We are watching Week 3 matchup conference rivals Deity versus Overslept. And boy, are we all sleepy. It is past midnight on Eastern Coast time. And this is your post-game review of trial number 3. 5 generators getting done for Deity with a total of how many escapes? That's right, 4, with one of them even getting out by hatch and both gates getting open. Only 3 hooks for the pig and a 0K, unfortunately. So that's not ideal for them, but 30-6 in favor of Deity in Trial 3. Trial 3 is going to be leading Deity still going into the 4th one. So we'll be back after this for Trial number 4 in just a moment. But we do have some clips to look at least, so we can do that in the meantime, as apparently they're still loading up. I hate when it does this. It goes to black screen. There we go. See, it just takes a second, I guess, to read whatever's going on.
Happens. It's the computers. Computers work as intended all the time and never break, as we all know.
Same for Dead by Daylight.
You right.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead by Daylight's perfect.
For sure.
No one can change
Windows
my
is a
mind.
perfectly
Most
balanced
of you know,
OS.
I'm an advocate. I defend the game and the developers on the regular basis, because it's a perfect game. Bottom line.
For sure. I'm kind of curious why the pig pick, because we've seen in a lot of other places, pig is actually not. I would not qualify pig as a burn killer in my opinion, because pig can put on some incredible pressure when done properly. So I'm kind of surprised. I will say
Deity said they're coming with a surprise this match. So
ooh,
I don't know what that means.
I like surprises. So another thing I will say that, again, I think they've practiced just about every form of a 4-man escape that you can think of. That was a fantastic execution of getting someone out through an active pig hat through the use of a trap. Because I can tell you what they're going to do. They were going to either wait for the pig to do the pickup and do the DS, or I think I might be wrong. This might correct me. I think the what is it called? The control or the button to press to pick up a survivor and to shut the exit gate or to shut the hatch is the same. And so there's a chance that they would just pick them up anyway and eat the DS anyway. So I imagine they were fixing to leave no matter what. But
and
again,
I guess it's worth noting for people that don't know, this, I don't think you can exit out the gate with the hat on. Is that correct?
If it is active. So you have to finish a gen after the hat has been put on for it to be active for the exit. If you put on a hat after the last gen is finished, correct, you can walk out the exit gate without having it active. So no, they had that hat was put on with 2 gens left. They had both gens 99'd. I think they were just ready to try and go for the escape anyway. They decided, hey, we'll just we'll get the person out through the hatch. And so they found the hatch. They finished the gens, they found the hatch, and they executed a fantastic escape. Again, one of the best things I love about watching Deity so far is just they have some really well coordinated escapes, and it's so cool to watch. Because I look at it from a killer perspective, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you could do to fight that. What do you do to that? How do you deal with that? As a pig, I don't know anything in their kit to prevent that.
You bring Noed. That's what you do.
They
and
were
you
cleansing
save it.
totems, though.
You save it. You save NOED right up until you don't use it at all. You get that last down before that last gen pops. You put them on the hook. You camp the crap out of it. You hope they go for that, and then you just NOED the crap out of all of them.
Oh my word! Yeah, let me know when that works.
Probably never. Probably wouldn't work too well.
Poggard high
I would
five
imagine.
incoming.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Poggard high five.
Poggard high five
We're going
for
the
our
left
audience.
hand this
Absolutely.
time. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't. I can't.
I'm not used to this angle. It's delayed. Again. Yes.
Okay. That was all right. Well, we're gonna chalk it up to error. An error has occurred.
An error in Dead by Daylight.
Error. Impossible.
Be still my beating heart. That's Deity's surprise for us. We're just gonna error out the spectator repeatedly.
They are loading back in too. They might actually be loading into game and not aware that I'm not there because I got kicked out as it was sending us to the next screen.
All right, looks like Sam's gonna go deal with it. All right.
I guess so.
Perfect game, guys. Perfect game. No problems whatsoever. I'm glad we're getting a UI update. Sorry, I'm just doing this to trigger Poggy at this point.
Let's just read some chat.
Oh, good. Just read some chat. I forget who it was. They were saying that was a really great escape. I have to agree. Yeah, Hubert is saying that the escape was great. That was a fantastic play. Really well executed.
I like it's Dash Wolf's comment. Says, and you can crawl out with the hat still active and not get your head crushed. Yes, so you can actually crawl out of the ISOK because your hat's not active when you're on the ground. So that's a very good point. I want to see a squat for the chat. I don't even know if that. Oh, you're talking about the salty medic. Okay.
I think do squats. Was it referring to you doing a workout earlier?
Maybe.
Also, in addition to triggering you, I do think the UI change, if they do allow it for to move around and customize the way the UI, I think it's going to be such an insane overhaul to the UI. Just FYI. I know that's an unpopular opinion there, but customizable UI, if it actually does come around with this new UI change, I love it. I want to move around and scale stuff. Just saying.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it being customizable. Yeah. Good for now. So we did actually get back in. Hopefully it'll stay in this time. This game has been crushing for We Overslept. 17 to 85 is the current score. That is obviously unrecoverable. But they haven't even cracked 20 points yet, which that is tough to see. That is really tough. It affects me emotionally.
Oof.
Poggy, you need tissue.
I do.
Get the fuck
or
over
a pillow.
Maybe a pillow. Rude.
This is competition.
Oh, I thought you were saying, get the fuck over it. We're out of tissues. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. We're out of tissues.
I'll just sob into my hands. It's fine.
It's all good.
Okay, we are actually loading this time.
Right.
Hopefully not gonna get kicked out. Let's see.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
Let's do it.
Okay, I think we're good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do one last look at the rules. We'll be right back after this, and when we come back, we'll have trial number 4 ready for you, hopefully. Hello, everyone. We're going to be going over these rules and explaining how they work. So, 2 teams will go head-to-head, playing each role twice for a total of 4 trials. In play order is home team kills, survives, and then kills. In addition, teams get points in the trial for objectives, escapes, and hooks. And teams can't bring or use keys, iridescence, event items, or add-ons. Survivors can only bring 2 of a perk or item. Survivors can only bring yellow and brown items, and BP bonuses are awarded post-trial. Broken rules may result in penalties or restarts. Yeah, and I mean, I'm probably not going to file the paperwork, but me and the real Zappies are going to be... Oh, hey, we're back again. Week 3 matchup. Conference rivals Deity versus We Overslept. We're back here again with trial number 4 in today's conference matchup. Let's see how it goes. Conference rivals matchup. I'm good at this. I am an expert at sportscasting.
Professional.
And oh, so professional. So professional. We're here loading in still. It's just about done, though. Yeah, here we go. This is what we're waiting for. So we're going in to watch Deity killing one last time, bring in a Booba. Oh, we love us some Bubba. Please don't make me puke. Oh, I'm gonna switch screens. Oh, they're bringing Lady Bubba. Oh, they're bringing the Mother Bubba. I love that skin. Is that the surprise?
It's a good one.
Salty Medic apparently giving a little bit of clicky. I guess some of that toxic behavior from Deity wore off on We Overslept. The BMing. And a nice stun by Dwight. I have a feeling Squid is not a Bubba main. Maybe. Let's see how they do. And we do see Dwight working his way through the window. Bubba is struggling a little bit. Doesn't really chain his chainsaws together. Might actually have been able to catch him there if he continued his chainsaws. Drops the pallet early. Does get broken. G-Man going to work his way towards Killer Shack. Going toward the back here to get this truck and car pallet. Bubba doing some mind gaming, but hitting with a tantrum on the edge of the car. And if you were watching carefully, I'm pretty sure that chainsaw didn't hit anything. But, you know, hitboxes are what they are. Realism. And Squid is using Corrupt Intervention, by the way. And has stopped moving. Alt-tabbing. I think they alt-tabbed out and tabbed back in. I don't know what they alt-tabbed out for. And he did finally use all of his tokens there, but wasn't able to catch anyone. Salty Medic is finally going to take an M1 hit, though. So Salty Medic is going to vault, and oh, that could have almost been a down. Salty Medic giving some friendly teabags. And does end up going down as a result. The teabag wasted too much time. They actually maybe could have made it to another pallet had they not been teabagging. And Salty Medic is going to take the first hook of the game with one generator done. Deity Squid preparing to line up on Ace. Wait. Yeah, Ace. And a very nice chainsaw, almost tantruming right there, but not doing it. Very nice threading of the needle around the obstacles in that jungle gym. And another generator pops. These guys are actually doing pretty good this game. But obviously it's going to be too little too late for this team. However, we also see 2 simultaneous hooks, which is a big problem for We Overslept. And he switches targets to Dwight. So G-Man now working around the Killer Shack. Drops the pallet early, and we also saw a Bamboozle on the window. Bamboozle's a perk I haven't really seen used a whole lot, if at all, in the league. So it is actually kind of fun to see that. G-Man taking Bubba on a long chase. Bubba chaining his chainsaws together. Goes back around and gets Dwight down once again. Very nice with the chainsaws. So maybe a Bubba main?
They experience definitely. They got the mind games
For
down
sure.
with the chainsaw.
They also have the chaining of the chainsaws down pretty well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually harder than it looks. And I think Bubba's now chasing after Fang. Fang not really looking behind her, not really sure where the killer is. Gonna go down right here by the hook. Unlucky for FXCKZ. But 3 generators done with all this pressure. They're just focusing gens anyway. And another one's about to be done. Jeez. This is actually somewhat insane that they're able to do all of this. Even with Hex Ruin up and everything, that they're still focusing generators. Healing up. FXCKZ hanging out. Trying to reset. And a gen popping. With only 4 gens off the board. And 3 hooks. Only 4 gens? With a total of 4 gens off the board. And only 3 hooks. That's what I meant. Squid is looking for survivors. These guys are healing up, though, and they are resetting, essentially. Now, Bubba, of course, has 1 hit down, so the only real benefit you're getting from that is that you're forcing Bubba to use his chainsaws to get you down quicker. And we do see a deliverance play? Was that a deliverance?
Looks like it.
Interesting. They waited a long time on that deliverance. That was really smart to wait that long. But ultimately does go down again. That was actually really, really smart for them to wait so long on the deliverance because Bubba was hanging around that hook for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gave the team time to heal up and get the generator done while they just sat there waiting for their moment to unhook themselves. That was really smart.
It's kind of unfortunate for the survivors right now because they got a 3-gen.
Yeah, they do. And Bubba's pretty good at juggling around a 3-gen.
He doesn't seem to be caring for it, though.
And I think the survivors recognize the trouble that they're in, potentially, with a 3-gen, and are trying to get rid of those totems. And a nice tantrum, unfortunately, going to let Dwight get away. And he gets a lot of distance. This actually could be GG for Deity. This could be curtains for Bubba. He's doing this movement a lot. This is actually really tough to do on Bubba, and he's doing it very, very well. He has tantrumed a few times, but yeah.
The hitbox is tough.
It really is. One of the ways I've seen it done, which he's not doing here, is to actually turn away from the loop, where you actually almost have your back against the wall, as opposed to going along it sideways. Makes it easier to prevent hitting the cars and such, but does end up getting pallet stunned, and we see we see Bubba giving some nod in return. And Salty Medic does go down, and we see G-Men working on a gate. FXCKZ working on a gate. They got through that 3-gen like it was no problem. Kush Bandit Gas wanting to potentially get the heal or a flashlight save. They are holding a flashlight. And clicky that flashlight at the Bubba. Get his attention. Getting him to drop another pallet, though. And I think they have an Unbreakable. Salty Medic back off the ground with an Unbreakable play. Unfortunately, though, Kush Bandit Gas is going to go down. And they are going to put them on a hook. And probably leave him as well. I would probably leave him at this point. They did so well this match that if it were me, I would definitely not go back for Kush Bandit and risk more downs. Bubba is very good at camping. And if he comes back at all, it could be deadly for both of them. It could end up being a 2-man down. And Bubba does go toward the exit gate and gives them free hits as Bubba tantrums at the gate to the entity. G-Man does get the unhook. Kush Bandit Gas may actually get out.
Is that just one exit gate they got open there?
No, both of them.
Okay.
Bubba's coming from the other one, and we see the other exit gate here. And Bubba's going to make it. He dead hards. He gives him a little more teabagging and goes out the gate. These guys are toxic AF. You love to see it. You love to see it. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. That was a mess. I will say I love Mama Bubba. That's my favorite skin for them. They're always.
I do too. That's one of my favorite skins as well. I don't have it myself, but I like seeing it. That was a good surprise. I will give it to them. That was a good surprise.
I liked it. I like some cracked Bubba.
Well, really quick look at the build. We saw Corrupt Intervention, Hex Ruin, Hex Undying, and Bamboozle, bringing both chili add-ons. Now, this is not something I find to be ideal, at least for me. I prefer to bring one chili like this one, and then perhaps the light chassis is what it's called, which lets you kind of get vision on survivors around loops. Makes it easier to mind game, but he didn't really struggle with the mind gaming too much. But he did only get 5 hooks this game, so not ideal overall for Bubba. But still, the score is what it is. Is it completed now, sir?
That is the final score.
Okay, we'll be right back after we do this final post-game review tonight. And hang in there, because tomorrow we'll be back at what time? 7 p.m.? No, wait. Yeah, 7 p.m.
Is that? I think so, yeah.
So we'll be back in a moment. Hang tight. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing Week 3 matchup conference rivals Deity versus We Overslept, and this is your trial number 4 post-game review, and we saw the following. Consider it. Trial number 4, we saw 5 generators getting done for We Overslept, and a 4-man escape. I feel like I'm reading Deity's killer survivor matches, but no, that was We Overslept doing it. They did really well with 5 hooks and 0 kills for Deity. So 46-95 in favor of Deity in the overall score, but I mean, We Overslept did good in that 4th game. I don't know, but Deity is convicted of murder, so their first win this week, and we'll see how they do coming back next week. Actually, they won another game, didn't they? I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, wow.
They won. Wow. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because they played, if I remember correctly, Sunday, I believe?
Yeah, there was
Sunday.
Yeah,
I think they did.
There was a game Sunday. I think so. That's the one I forgot about.
No, good showing, and I genuinely did enjoy that 4th game. That was kind of fun. It was good. Again, I'm not really sure what prompted We Overslept to bring Clown right off of that, but it is what it is. I don't know if we're going to get anybody from We Overslept to come in yet. I see that Squid, not Squid. Well, yeah, Squid and Deity.
G-Man's on the way.
G-Man's on the way? Okay. Cool. Well, we will give them a moment to get in here, but no, I'm not saying the matches were unenjoyable. Just as a killer main, I hurt seeing Clown come in. Again, Clown just struggles in any competitive environment, I feel like, just overall. And then bringing it against a team like Deity was tough. I'm glad to see they bring Bubba. It looked like it was a pretty fun game for both sides on this last one. Just, having a good time. Bubba showing that honestly, I was really impressed with how well they mind game some of those pallets. Because like you said, Poggy, that hitbox is really large. And it's really easy to tantrum. And just I think we saw them tantrum once by accident, and every other time was just bought on play. I can only imagine that this person has to be somewhat of a Bubba main. I can't imagine that they aren't. Is that fair? Do you think that's fair to assume?
You're asking me? You're asking me if that's fair?
You play Bubba more than me. I'm not a Bubba main.
I would say that based on how they played, it did feel like they were our Bubba main, or at least experienced enough with Bubba to know how to chain chainsaws together, how to do loops. There was some tantrums, which says that they're not very good at Bubba sometimes, or maybe a little bit rusty. The tantruming is something that does happen, but there are ways to avoid it. However, it worked out, so they did really well, nonetheless.
I think Jamin was in here for a second, and they moved out. Can we get them back in here, by chance?
Yeah, he's up and waiting again.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
G-Man, are you there?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, question: what was I'm curious. What was the thought to bring Clown in? I would not have picked that as a killer to bring in. What was your thoughts?
To keep it real with you, we just found out we were playing on Blood Lodge like last night, so we really didn't know what we were gonna do. So he said we just might as well just pick a random killer. I don't really play Clown much, so I said I might as well.
Okay.
We didn't know who we were gonna pick. We just found out last night. We thought we were gonna play on Shelter Woods the whole week. So yeah.
Okay, so just not quite sure after scheduling adjustments. Okay, that's
that
fair.
was partially my fault. There was some confusion with the map stuff, but after
that's
this week,
okay.
it won't be
It doesn't-
confusion anymore.
It doesn't bother us that much. We understand.
Okay, well, appreciate that. What was so that would explain that one. What was that first game against Freddy there? How was what? I don't even know how to phrase this question necessarily. How did you guys? What was your guys' plan when you realized that Freddy was essentially just gonna camp Salty? You had a really good start. You got the totems out of the way, but then they decided to camp, Salty. What happened? What are you guys' thoughts?
So we called out that we wanted to work on the gens because we were doubling the gen near her. It's like on one of the mid gens.
Mm-hmm.
We said we might as well just get gens while she's on the hook because she's obviously going to camp her to struggle since he doesn't have any kind of gen regression. He's obviously going to kill her off too once she gets off the hook.
Okay, so just try and get as many gens out in the area as possible then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair.
He just snowballed off that one kill and it kind of cost us.
Okay, and that was kind of our second question too, was after that happened, and did you guys realize that Freddy had Tinker, or could you deduct that, or are you guys the lullaby too strong?
No, we realized he had Tinker after a while.
Okay. We were kind of commenting because of how just after that, the gens never got done after that. We were curious why you guys, tried to reset instead of, just trying to start from a points almost.
Yeah. This is I guess the thing about resetting is if we don't reset, he's just going to get more hook points. We just try to make chases longer so we have a chance of actually getting the gens done.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, after this game, you guys, what are you guys looking to, work on and practice for coming weeks? Things you can take away from this.
I think our next 3 games are home games, so we're really going to be pounding our home map, practicing our killers, and practicing our survivor squad against our killers on that map to prepare for the next 3 weeks.
Oh, you guys are on home map for 3 weeks. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, we got 3 away games. Now we have 3 home games.
Ah, okay. Well, that's I think our first 4 weeks we are on our home map 3 times, so I definitely know the feeling. Definitely gives you some consistency and sense of belonging. So fair enough. Okay, well, if you will give us just a moment while we get Deity in here, and we'll bring you back in just a moment.
Okay.
Q-Top, Squid, you guys there?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, we were talking in the waiting room. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. So you did not lie, Squid. I didn't know you played killer.
Me neither, dude.
Okay, fair.
It happened today. It was a last minute thing today.
All right, fair enough. So was that a split second decision after they got the totems to decide to down Salty and then just camp them out of the game so that way you kept the pressure that way? Was that a split second decision, or is that kind of going into it?
That was a split second decision. I knew I lost my rune Undying pretty quickly. And after that, you don't really have much besides Tinker because my corrupt was gone. So I had her on hook, and I had a 3-gen right around there. So I was just keeping that on lockdown, trying to force the pressure back up. So after I had that lock on that kill, I was free to move around the map more and not have to commit to as many chases if I didn't have to.
Fair enough. Yeah, I noticed after you got that hook, after we looked around the map a bit, there was 3 gens almost triangled around that one hook. So that was actually pretty good positioning.
Yep.
And so, also, I like that you forewarned us that you're going to bring something fun for this last game. Do you play a lot of Bubba? Because you had some really good, momentum around those angles, not getting tantrum that often.
Yeah, I just started playing Bubba probably in 2019, and I have 4,000 hours on him now, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bubba main confirmed.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I went on the Dead by Daylight store and I have a Bubba mask too. I put it on for this match. So if like when I bumped into something, it's because it was tough to see.
You play Bubba with a Bubba mask on.
I do, yes.
Do you have footage of this? Because I want to go see this at some point.
I'm sure I could supply it. Yeah.
Fantastic! Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. I love that. Is it regular Bubba or is it Mama Bubba?
It's regular Bubba, but I feel the best way to like be a killer is to become it. Like not actually, I'm not like, actually gonna kill, but you know what I mean? Like put on the face, really embody it, make Bubba noises, just have a good time,
So when chat was talking about Storm saying that they can hear you making Bubba noises, that was not exaggerating.
No, that's not exaggerating at all.
Oh my word.
I'm known to make Bubba noises whenever I'm streaming.
All of our comms, even during the Freddy game, it's just him going.
Yeah,
that's all. That's all he does.
Oh goodness!
I almost got kicked off the team the other day because they're like,
really
dude, speak English.
funny,
And I was like, and like I made sad Bubba noises to make him feel bad, but it didn't work, so I had to go back to English.
Hold on, wait. You got to make sad Bubba noises right now.
I want to know. Oh my goodness!
I can't, man. I can't.
I have a friend that did the same thing, and it's just, oh goodness. I'm glad people can get into the role like that. That makes DBD really, really fun. I enjoy that. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh man, a fantastic showing from you guys tonight. Just really, really strong performances. Again, that game against Clown, just gens flying off the shelf willy nilly was crazy. Chases really strong, really tight looping and everything. Did you guys have anything to take away from this game that you're going to practice on the off time, or just business as usual? What?
Definitely we're going to continue working on totems, because after that Freddy game we had yesterday, that was one of our main focuses, where we weren't going to let Rune Undying destroy us that bad like it did yesterday. So we were just working on spawns on this map because it's our home map, so we figured we should learn it a little bit better. So that's mainly what we're focusing on now.
That seems like a good idea. And well, Ruin Undying's getting its rework as of next week. Do you guys think that affecting things going forward potentially? Are you guys going to stick with it maybe?
We're definitely going to probably stick with it and just get it all out of the way. Like, don't even let it have any pressure on us,
Okay.
Well,
fair enough. Well, I think that is just about all the questions I have. You guys have any questions for the teams? Poggy, Sam?
No, I got nothing.
My question is, does that awkward silence qualify as a cringe moment?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, in that case, do you guys have anything to say to each other between the teams?
Just GG's. It was a ton of fun. We appreciate the matchup as always, and us coming to compete here. And just GG's. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, GG. It was definitely a lot of fun playing y'all. Definitely need to play better Survivor teams as my killer and get better. But the Bubba game was a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun playing it.
But we've been trying to get out of Bubba game for a while now, so it was nice.
Yeah, definitely enjoyable.
All of our fans have been waiting for the Squid Bubba for so long.
Squid Bubba?
You guys had a good showing. Like I had like a 4-gen back there, and I was chilling, and then I think the Fangman had Deliverance, and I was like, "What the?" Like freaked out. I wasn't ready for it.
Deliverance catches me off guard every time. It's ridiculous. Oh goodness. Well, and with that, do you guys have any questions for the chat? Or I'm sorry, not questions. Do you have anything to say to the chat before we call it night?
Yeah, I have one thing to say.
Oh.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Time for the Minecraft noises.
I can't with this guy, man. Get him out. Like,
Y'all are banned. Get out of here.
Let's close this one out. It's 1 in the morning.
Get this kid out of here. This guy's weird.
Yeah. Just go home.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Rue, take us out, please. I need
well-
to get the hell out of here.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming in to interview with us. Oh, this was.
I think I'm calling an audible Poggard 5.
An audible
No.
Poggard 5?
No. Can we take it out, please? It's 1 in the morning. It's 2 p.m. over here. I'm tired. You're tired. We're all tired. Close this out. Do it.
All right, guys. You heard it. You heard Poggy. I have to listen to my better half. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Vigo's Court After Dark Edition. Thank you for watching. I've been your Judge
what?
Little Rugard. This has been the excellent Counselor Poggy. Thank you for watching.
Screw you,
that
Sam.
was Deity versus This has been Deity versus We Overslept. Deity coming out on top. We will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, sharp. Have a good night, everybody. I know I'm going to bed right now. My goodness.
Son of a.
So before the first gen even pops,
Can make you wanna call my name.
trying to bait out a hit there, but not able to get it. Ricky Deity able to get away. That was a missed decisive strike. And that is an insta-down.